Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mobile Weekly / Mobile Q&A, where we go over all latest news that happened during the week of mobile and answer your questions live. If you have a question you want to ask, just ask it in the comment section down below, and I will answer it before the end of the show. Now, hopefully the mic is okay. I don't know if in the beginning it was getting from my laptop mic, but I just changed it to the Shure mic. So hopefully everything is all set. By the way, if you haven't checked out our Shure headphones review, we just finished that one, and it's the same company that brings you the mic quality that I have every week. So now let's get to the news, and we got some leaks, guys, some serious leaks. And that is from the Galaxy Fold 4 and the Galaxy Flip 4. And we have all the images as they are coming in, and it looks exactly like we expected to. So this is how it does look. Now, you will notice that it does look slightly wider, which not wide enough for my liking, but definitely a step in the right direction. I am very happy with this. I hope that they continue to make it wider and wider if possible, but it's definitely something that I am happy to see that we are getting wider. Now, the cameras do look like that they're going to be the cameras we were expecting, which is the same as on the S22. So we're going to get the 50 megapixel cameras instead of the 12 megapixel that was on the Fold 3. So it will be a slight bump up in quality in terms of your main sensor. However, the wide angle and the telephoto do look like they'll be the same that we've had for so many years now. Can you tell that I want a wide angle improvement? But yeah, so that is what it's going to look like, coming in three different colors that we're seeing right here: the gold white, the slightly gray blue. I don't want to call that green. I mean, it could be green, but at least the green that I had for the Fold was a slightly greener than that. And then we have the Flip 4. And this one is really going to take, like, apparently so many different color combinations and styles that you can really kind of create on your own for this one. So we will see how it really does look, but I'm very curious to see just the combinations that you can do. The problem with it is that I will probably never get these crazy color combinations that look so cool, because it delays the delivery by a lot, and obviously I need them quick as possible. So I will probably stick with the one that first comes out, but it's just one thing that you know, it's cool that we get all these different styles, designs, colors, and yeah, we're gonna get a lot more of them this time around. Your main four, and then lots of other combinations. Now, what we also have is some leaks on some of the cases. So we do have that Samsung themselves is making a film protector. So you have the front screen protector, and you will have one for actually only the front, it looks like, sorry. So for both of them, it looks like they're having a front protector, but we'll see if they have an inside film protector. Obviously, Samsung doesn't usually like you replacing their protector without them doing it. And remember, the old adage with that, at least for the Fold 3, was that you do not void your warranty if you remove it, but if you damage it while it's removed, if you damage it while removing it, that is not covered. So those are the very interesting lingo that they put on that. So just know that that's going to be what happens with those two. And then we move on to some of the case stuff. I really did not care for this kind of case with the Samsung one. I will be honest, I probably won't be picking that one up again as I did the year before. But yeah, it looks like an updated version of it. So hopefully, I don't know. I mean, hopefully the design is better this year, but I did not like the cases for the Flip with the thing in the middle. It never seemed to work really that well. I think Spec was my favorite one, because it actually joined at the edges. So it actually joined at the edges, so it was connected, and just gave a much better security protection. Then we have the Fold kickstand case, and it looks like it's a little bit thinner profile, but we'll have to see how it actually stands up to everything once it's all said and done. I'm curious. I've not been a big fan of the Fold case from Samsung themselves. However, they have improved it every year, so we'll have to see how it looks and feels overall when it comes down to it. I do wonder on their case now if they are going to consider more of the front protection not damaging any screen protector or film protector that you have on there. So I do hope that now that they're making screen protectors, they're kind of more cognizant of that part. All right, it does also look like we are going back into the fold when it comes to the Pixel, because as of right now, it looks like there has been icons labeled in the newest Google camera data that shows this icon, which this could be interpreted as when you open your Fold, you actually see the front of it. Now, the reason why that... Can no one hear me? Someone said no audio. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Let me know. Someone said no audio, so let me know if that is me or them or what's going on. But hopefully you guys can hear me. Yes. Okay, I can hear. Okay, all right. Thank you guys for letting me know. Everyone said they can hear me, so I'm not sure if it was in the beginning when I said that we didn't have the mic in the beginning connected to the right one, so maybe that was it. But yes. All right. So as I was saying, with this new one, the reason why I think this is so interesting is because, you know, you could say, oh, well, you know, Google is just preparing for down the line when Android will have, you know, foldables. Here's the thing. The Google camera is exclusive to Pixel phones. So this literally can only point to a foldable Pixel. And of course, it's something that's been rumored for quite a while, but something we've not gotten. So I'm really excited to see if they can do it, because I do think that this would be an amazing achievement for Google to go through. All right. And then this is something interesting, because I think a lot of people got excited about this, but this cannot be permanent or else it would just cause so much damage. So someone pointed out that this cool new effect on iPhone 14's always on display, and it will have this cool effect that is going to basically be an always on display, but it actually just fades the display, kind of like some Samsung's watches always on displays have always done. They basically don't turn completely black and white. They essentially just dim the watch extremely, so where it's faint. So same kind of thing. Let me turn that volume off, and it goes like this. So basically this would be the always on display. There's a reason why you can't permanently do that, and that is simply this. If you do, your screen, your screen is screwed. These are OLED displays, which can cause burn-in. If you would leave your display like this, it would definitely cause burn-in. So if this is indeed an effect of their new always on display that we will see on the iPhone 14 Pro, then the thing you have to realize is this is going to be a very short time period where something like this will be displayed. The reason is because if they left it permanently, it would cause definite screen damage. And like, you're talking about something that would stick with this, even on a very, very dim screen. You're talking about easily getting screen damage within a year's time. Within a year's time, no question. Possibly even a shorter period, but I cannot believe Apple would do this permanently for an always on display. Maybe with the first minute, sure, I can totally see that, but I just don't see it happening a permanent basis. Let me know what you guys think. And finally, I thought this was a really cool new software that's being tested and demoed right now, and you can try it yourself. So if you go to this Engadget article, and I'll leave it in the description. So basically, this Engadget article at the bottom over here, you can try this demo of restoring an old picture to make it look like a current day picture, just in black and white or sepia. And it's typically black and white. But yeah, I had this old one of my mom, and it brought it to life. And it was interesting too, because it kind of gave her like a blue tint of eyes. Like it wasn't like a dark, or it wasn't like a bright blue or anything like that, but it looked kind of bluish. It didn't look like it's again, it's still trying to stick with a black and white kind of thing, but it was kind of interesting the way it did it. I'm going to kind of play around with this software, but this software is basically an interesting thing that we keep seeing with AI technology. I remember there was one creepy TikTok filter that I saw that basically allowed you to hover over a picture, and the picture would just like blink at you and look at you. So I did it on my son's image that I have at my office, and I went over, and it just went like this, like that. And like seeing a picture come to life like that is just kind of like, whoa, like, hey now. But yeah, so interesting things going about that. So let me know what you guys think. I think it's a interesting concept. Definitely cool for really old photos that have been degraded. I think that's where it really shines, and I think that's where you're really going to see a huge difference from this kind of photo to this kind of photo, is a very degraded photo. The one of my mom's was pretty much more already on this side, so it just looked more like photoshopped. So I'll try to kind of keep playing with it and seeing how it turns out, but let me know what you guys think. Are you interested in this kind of technology, or does this kind of technology make you just like, whoa, wait a minute. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section. All right, guys, now let's get to your questions. If you have a question you want to ask, just ask it in the comment section down below, and I will answer it before the end of the show. All right. Let's see some of your guys' questions. Do you have a video for DeX on a Samsung phone? Can you use it on a Sony Smart TV? Thank you for your great videos. Thank you, Paul. So any TV you can connect directly to, which is any TV, if you connect it through USB to HDMI directly, you have DeX externally. So that is by default. Now you can change that default, but by default, when I connect my tablet, which is what I use most often, to my any TV, automatically goes into DeX mode. It's just standard, right? So that being said, that is your standard operating procedure in a sense, right? Now, moving over to a Sony TV wirelessly, it depends on what operating system the Sony TV has. So some Sony TVs have Google, which if you can mirror your TV using Miracast, that should be fine. You should be able to mirror your TV, your entire tablet or smartphone to the TV, and it should wirelessly connect. By default, that should actually go to DeX too, but if not, you should be able to manually change it to DeX by just swiping down and hitting the DeX icon, and that should be it. So those would be the two ways of doing it, either wired or wirelessly. But wirelessly, it does depend on the manufacturer of the TV. I do not have a Sony TV, or have had a Sony TV in a long time. I really have stuck to Samsung for a while, so I'm not sure on Sony specifically now. But I know most of them had Android TV, so it should be pretty easy to do it. But off the top of my head, I just don't know because I haven't used one. New Fold 4 is Pen now inclusive? I think, did you mean, is it included? No, the S Pen is not included. It is an optional purchase, and it will not go inside the device either. It is an external device, just like it was with the Fold 3. We'll see if they make more cases, is what we've been hearing, to have cases for the pen, but that's about it. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see. Ricky, have you tried the Asus ROG phone? Not the new one. I have tried last year's model, so the Asus ROG 5 I did get to play around with, but I've not tried the 6. The one that I have kind of played with recently, and it's so funny because these phones are going to be a part of a new video. The 3. We have the 6A, the TCL Stylus 5G, and the Red Magic 7. This is another phone from Red Magic that I will truly say is just awesome. Like, I don't care all the other companies that have come out over the past year or so. This company, with these beautiful, beautiful looking phones, is just awesome. Like, it's just so good. I am such a big fan of this company, and this phone, for the price that it's at, well, for each phone at the price that there are, I think they're some of the best phones you can possibly get. So that's going to be the video, some of the best bang for buck deals in smartphones right now, and these are the 3. So definitely going to highlight these in an upcoming video, but yeah, it's just really great quality for sure all around. Besides Anker Liberty 3 Pros, what other buds work on 2 devices at the same time? The Jabra Elite 7s, those are my go-to ones. They work with every device. I think I left them in my car actually today because I was using them, but the Jabra Elite 7s are my go-to ones, and they are better than the Anker, because the Anker, one of them has to be a smartphone, so one of them has to be done through the app. Basically, that is how they work. But if you are looking for the best of the best, the Jabra Elite 7 Pros are just, yeah, they're so good. On sale for $139, just happen to be right now. But yeah, if you want to check that one out, that is such a good one. It comes in different colors too, so you can really test it out. And they have like what's the other one they have? It's a Jabra. It's not the Elite, or the Elite Active. So the Elite Active 7s too. So you can go for those if you need more like water resistance. But I mean, Jabra is always like my go-to one, and it's the best one at working with 2 devices, no problem. And it always fits my ears perfectly. And I say that to everyone. Like, everyone's ears are different, right? Everyone's ears are different. But for me, it fits my ears perfectly, better than any other earbuds out there. So I've loved Jabra for a long time. What's a good battery pack for the S22 Ultra? So my go-to one, you guys have seen this on the channel a couple of times now, but my go-to one is from Rav Power. It's on Newegg, and I just always go over it just because it's pretty much like the best battery pack you can get. I think it's this one. It's not on a big sale right now, but I'm pretty sure it was that one. I'm making sure there's not like a 10,000 milliamp version. Okay. So, and some people always ask me, well, why don't you recommend a Samsung one? The problem with Samsung is that they're never really on sale, and they're a little overpriced right now, to be honest. This will still fast charge your phone, so it has a 30-watt fast charge. I don't think they have the 10,000 milliamp version in stock right now. But this one's 15,000, so it's just a better one overall. But yeah, so this one is the one I would recommend. It's 15,000 milliamps. It's $25. RAV Power is pretty much your best bang for the buck battery pack you can possibly get. So definitely recommend that one. But yeah, I'll leave it in the chat in 1 second. Whoa, what is Daniel Alexander saying? Usually he's a cool dude. All right. Hopefully his account didn't get hacked. All right. Oh, sorry. I was just putting this one. Sorry, let me send you guys a link to this one. And this one is for the RAV Power battery pack. Is there much difference between the Sony and the Samsung panels and displays in terms of quality? Would you say they're similar? Oh man, I am not. I will say, like, I feel like I could consider myself an expert in certain things. TV panels or display technology, I wouldn't say I'm up there. I do feel I know a good amount in terms of quality and what to look for, but like, so you have OLEDs, right? And companies like Digital Trends, which has in-depth analysis on TVs, always favors Sony and LG as the top ones. The funny thing about that is Samsung has been the top seller of TVs for over 15 years now. Like literally 15 plus years, I think now, or something like that. It's ridiculous, however long it's been. But basically, Samsung has always sold more TVs than everyone ever since we went to LED TVs. They basically took over Sony at that point when Sony was the king of LCD. And as soon as we went to LED, Samsung took over. They were just a better manufacturer of it. Sony didn't think the technology was important enough and didn't really come back up till OLEDs. Now, the reason why Sony gets such acclaim is because they have a really good processor that is just so good, called the Bravia processor. And it makes pictures really sublime looking. Samsung had the best panels, you could say, probably much at the time. So much so that pretty much every panel comes from Samsung or LG in the world now, with Samsung the majority by far. TCL also is another provider of panels. So those are your top three in terms of the panel manufacturers. So basically, LG could make the panel for Sony, and panel-wise they're the exact same panel, but the processor chip and how they utilize everything on the panel will be different. So that's some of the differences right there. But yeah, those are some of the things that you can think of in terms of that. So we'll have to wait and see. But overall, for me, I like Samsung for the ability to work with everything. It's pretty much always on the cutting edge. And of course, with Samsung smartphones, nothing works better. To mirror your phone, to connect to you can control your TV from your phone. You can mirror your TV back to your phone. So on Samsung TVs, if I say go into the other room to go into the kitchen, or go into the other room to use the restroom or whatever, I can watch the TV on my phone. Like, you can reverse wirelessly connect to it, basically, and wirelessly mirror it, which is something that I only believe still can happen Samsung to Samsung, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, Mullet Baby, thank you so much for the exclusives, dropping another exclusive for us, and this time it is that it looks like we are getting, they may or may not release a US Pokemon edition for the Z Flip 4 after April's record sellout of the Z3 promotion. It was greenlit by Nintendo, Game Freak, and Creatures. That is really cool. I would love to see a Pokemon version of the Flip 4. Like, I would definitely pay extra money for that, just to have something different. Oh, hey, Molo Baby, send something else, and that is the new Samsung Tag and Tag Plus should be ready by Q1 of 2023 with the S23 launch in February. They went back to the redesign them and from the ground up because of the popularity of the AirTag. Got it. Yeah, I mean, I felt like the Samsung Tag Plus was a pretty thick boy. To be quite honest, I'm very curious to see what differences they've made. I mean, I personally want to see more AirTags or smart tags look more like tiles. Like, I really like the tile design, it's so thin and narrow. But more so the tile wallet design. I really think they should lean towards that kind of design, because I think wallet tags are a really cool thing for guys, like for wallets. I love that kind of design. Also, it's just so thin that I would even put that one in my suitcase just because I like that design. And like, most people can't know it's in there or don't know it's in there. All right. I think I saw someone ask about Super Pets. I've not seen that. I don't know what, but I thought I saw someone ask about that. Do you know if PS5 will be available this holiday season? Are stores taking pre-orders? I don't believe they're taking pre-orders per se, but PS5 have done drops. Like, there have been plenty of drops where they've been back in stock and then they're out of stock, and then they've been back in stock and they're out of stock. That has happened periodically. So it really is finding certain websites. I know there's a lot of them out there. I will say I was very lucky. I I refreshed like crazy when the PS5 launched, and I was lucky enough to get it the first day. So I was very lucky in that aspect. I've not had an issue with that. I had an issue with GPUs, but had never had an issue with PS5. So I would say my initial thought process would be find out those websites that basically will tell you. They literally tell you when Best Buy, Walmart, and all these companies get them back in stock, so you can get them that day. That is the best thing. You can get alerts, you can get all this kind of stuff. That would be my recommended strategy when it comes to the PS5 right now. Ricky, could Samsung create their own mobile operating system and to compete with Android, or do you think Samsung will be happy to stick with Google? Samsung is very happy to stick with Google. Why? Because Google is paying them a lot of money to stick with them. Also, Samsung has created their own operating system for mobile. It's called Tizen. It basically is made for very lightweight phones. So phones that are sold in India primarily, that are under $100 typically, or 150 or 200 at most. Those are all Tizen based phones in India, and that's the main part where they sell. They sell them in a few other countries, but really that's it. It looks very similar to Android because it's based off of the initial way of Android. In terms of the look, feel, and everything, they wanted to make it relatable to it. But yeah, that's the closest thing to it that we have seen. But Google pays Samsung a lot of money to basically go away from it. Tizen is also the operating system on Samsung's TVs, and it was the operating system on Samsung smartwatches until this last year, when Google paid Samsung a lot of money to go to Wear OS again. And that's why we have Wear OS on our watches again. Wow, is that true? That is a huge revelation, Mullet Baby. I could see both of those things happening totally too by knowing the companies. Samsung offered to buy Android OS from Google, and Google said no. 100% I could see that happening. Uh, wow, that is so, yes, like I absolutely, I could totally believe both of those cases. I could totally believe Samsung offering to buy Android because they are the dominant shareholder of Android. At the same time, I totally believe Google would never do it because of the fact that they can market towards more people in advertising way more than they could anything else. So yes, I could totally see that happening. Wow, Mullet, that's a really cool exclusive. Samsung offered to buy Android. That's so crazy. Um, all right. Ricky, oh, sorry. Hey Ricky, my girl want to get my 2-year-old tablet. Oh, wanted to get my 2-year-old a tablet. Any would you recommend? Oh man, so okay, there's a couple of different ones you can go with here. All right, so let's start off. Toddler tablet. Okay. So it really depends on what you want the tablet to be able to do. I'm trying to see if I can find the one that my son had. So the most obvious one is the Fire Kids tablet, right? Fire Kids tablet, they replace it if you break it. Cannot say any further than that. That's such a big thing, right? So that one is such a big thing that is so important because these tablets will probably get their screen cracked. They probably will get damaged and yada yada and all that kind of crazy stuff along the way. So yeah, it will happen. There are things I really don't like about it though, and do like about it, and I can't for the life of me think about the other tablet that I got my son. I will come back to that one because I don't see it here. Okay, so here's the thing. So the Amazon one is, again, you can see it. I bought it March 10th, 2021, another version of it. But basically, this one is easily, just because, again, it covers if it breaks, cracks, or spills or anything like that for, I think, a year or 2 years. I think it's a year, it could be. But I like the 8-inch because it's a better deal, better quality, everything compared to the 7-inch. So 8-inch is kind of like, I would say, a really good one to go with. And this one I would say is definitely for like a 2-year-old. I think, it has games for them to play. Games are more expensive on Amazon though, compared to an Android tablet because Amazon store is more expensive. And I say this as a person that, like, my son has grown up. Oh, it's 2-year warranty free, worry free. So, I mean, this is the de facto one that I would say most people should get for sure, right? This is definitely it. Unfortunately, Samsung has pretty much gotten out of the kids' tablet realm. Because they were involved in it before, but they pretty much have gotten out of it now. So because they haven't released like a new one in like a couple of years. So what you could do is you could get an older Samsung tablet or even a newer one or whatever, right? You can get this one. So you can get this one right here, and you have yourself a tablet. And then what you do is you find a strong protective case for it. Now, Samsung on their tablets has what's called a kid mode. So you can go into a kid mode and lock out the tablet so they can only do these things on the tablet. If I could go back I probably would have done this. In terms of my son didn't crack his. That's not true. My son has cracked displays on screen protectors on several devices, including my phones. Like he already has cracked this one on my phone that he plays with sometimes. And it's a very light crack, but I can feel it right here. So he does crack screens in that aspect, but I would put a screen protector. I would put a really strong cover on it so that hopefully it wouldn't break. And then I have access to every app I've ever bought, which is a lot of them. Now, if you've never bought kid apps, then by all means. And by the way, I do have a video on the best Amazon or best apps or best kid apps on Amazon's kid tablet. Amazon. Let me see this. Amazon tablet apps. Am I one of the first videos? I am the first video for that one. Nice. But yeah, I said best. It's called the best 15 ones. So because on Amazon, unfortunately, you just find so many apps that they say they're free, but they're not free. They are basically a demo, and then they charge you for it. So that's the video. You can go ahead and check it out. But yeah, hopefully that helped. Let's see. What would be the upkeep of Android? How much does Google pay to maintain updating the Android operating system? It's hard to say. I mean, it has to be so many thousands of dollars to maintain. A lot of people say it's more expensive to maintain than to create something new, in the coding world. Just because there's always new stuff coming out. There's always new things that affect your things. So it's millions every year for sure. When is Android 13 coming out? Thank you. Android 13 will be coming out most likely at the end of this, or at the end of August, a month from now. That's when we're probably going to get the first updates to most Pixel devices, if not early September, but typically it comes out the end of August, beginning of September. We're on pretty much the final beta update, if I'm not mistaken, for Android 13. So yeah, it's coming up quickly. Hey Ricky, what's a good keyboard case for the Samsung S7 Plus? Not the Samsung one, it's too high, thanks. Honestly, you could probably get the Samsung one for a cheaper amount now. But it's hard to find a good keyboard case. I will be honest. You obviously don't want to play for, okay. So you obviously don't want to pay the full amount, of course, for the Samsung one. But you have to look at it like this, right? This is a good brand. I do love this brand. Oh, that's Tabas. Wait. Yeah, it says it'll work for it. Yeah, see, so many of these brands, I just don't know, man. Okay, so these are two brands I know, plus the Samsung one. So here's the thing. Of course, you never pay this crazy freaking amount that Samsung is asking for on here. But what you do is you look at over here. Save on a used one, and this one is about $100 less. So that is how you go for the cheaper one, right? So that's the first part. Then you can go for, before we get to the cheapest one, this is a middle range, right? So this is $67. Okay, I like the Inflind brand. I do. This keyboard does not scream quality to me. It looks generic. I can't even recommend this one. Never mind. Can't recommend it. Well, we'll do it. Another brand I really like is Finite, or sorry, Fintai. Again, not the best looking. Like, this is so generic looking. It scares me when it's generic, when it's that generic looking. But good brand. This is pretty much going to be pretty much the same kind of quality that the other one was. That was more expensive in terms of a keyboard, but the case should be fairly good design. So this one is 41 bucks. So yeah, those are two options for you. Hopefully one of them help out. Google Drive, Photos, backup email account, and Dropbox. How is it working? I ask again. Wait, what? Did you ask this before? So I'm not sure what you're asking. Like, which is the best backup storage? No, well, Google Drive is already... I'm not sure what you're asking. Please clarify, and I'll try to answer for you. The Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra may borrow the camera feature from its predecessors, as Samsung's next high-end Ultra could feature a 10 megapixel periscope lens with 10x magnifying. Yeah. I mean, we've seen that on Ultras before. Slightly different technology, but yeah, same kind of stuff. Every Xbox Game Pass xCloud for Android game, not good is how it is. Rudy can't game. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of power wash from you lately on my feed. Whoa, a bunch of questions loaded. Everybody drink. The Tab S9 series will be out in 2023, so no new one this year. Totally fine with that. But there will be a refresh of the A series coming up, and the Tab S8 FE for the holiday or Q1 2023. Okay. Supply shortage for screens and batteries. Totally understand that. Totally fine with it. Tab S8 was a big improvement on the Ultra front, so I'm totally fine with waiting another year. Do not need a new tablet right now. A Tab S8 FE would be really nice for the holiday season, so I think that would do very well. All right. Hey Ricky, me and my wife bought a Flip 3 back in August. Unfortunately, mine cracked in the crease. Any screen is black, and my wife is also starting to see a crack in the crease. What should I do? Well, you bought it back in August, which means you're still under the manufacturer warranty. And I believe Samsung does replace... I can't remember this on the Flip 3 or not. I know on the Fold 3, they do have a one-time screen replacement, so that might be covered in the same way. I'm sure if you tell Samsung, hey, look, it started happening. It was in my screen, it just started cracking. I mean, I haven't done anything wrong. You know, what's going on? They will, if not replace it for free, definitely replace it probably at a discount or something like that. You can definitely talk to them. The thing is talk directly from them with your manufacturer warranty. So that's exactly what I would do, Zeus. Seagate game drive, Xbox 500 external drive. Okay, going too much for me there. Let's see. I know Apple products aren't your bread and butter, but do you know if there's an external drive for iPad Mini? There's lots of them. There's lots of them that work with Bluetooth. There's lots of them that work. Yeah, Apple has made theirs available now, for sure. With a lot of them. The only thing I don't know is because you said the iPad Mini. Some of the iPad Minis now have a Type C. Some of the older ones do not. So it's finding compatible one. But also you can get. They make. Or wait, let me get this. Dang it. I'm not sure where it is, but I had a flash drive that rotates from USB A to USB C. They make that same exact kind for Lightning. So basically, you can get the Lightning adapter from Lightning to Type A, and it's like 512 gigs for like $60 or under. So that would be a really good amount of storage so you can take around with you. Let me see if I can find that for you real quick. USB. Yeah, like this, but from SanDisk. So this would be exactly what I'd be talking about. I don't know what their newest one is. Let's see if this one. Yeah, I'm not sure if there is a better version of this, but this is what I was thinking of. Lightning on one side and Type C on another side, so you can quickly change not only between phones but between different storages. So about $66, and you can get this one. So which memory option will you pre-order for the Fold 4? 512, or wait for the 1 TB Thumb Brown feature? I'll probably get the 512. I'm pretty much at 512 now. 256 is just too small for me. On my current phone, I have, let's see, 281 gigs full of my 512 storage. So I'm already past 256 gigs. So yeah, I would probably go with that. God of War Ragnarok, the cost to buy this game is um by the power of OQ seems to be increasing in the background. Oh, OA. Sorry, I said OA. Um, do you think we will get good trade-in for the Galaxy Watch 4? I'm not happy with the bezel, and the battery sounds better. Yeah, so I definitely think we'll probably get 200 to 250. Is my guess for the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic 46 inch, which is what I have. So I would say, it depends on which model you have and which how much it was originally, that will determine probably the price more. So, hey Ricky, did you watch SummerSlam yesterday? If yes, do you think Last Man Standing, or what did you think? I think the whole SummerSlam as a whole was much, much better than I thought it was going to be. I had very low expectations going in, so I loved it, and I love the new changes we're getting. So yeah, I'm so happy for this. it to me, honestly, it's making AEW more and more irrelevant. If the changes keep going like this. But yeah, so yeah, guys, what else are we gonna have today this week? So we're finally gonna get that video for the new wear from Scotty Vest. That one is coming this week, and I have a new table now because the old table was just too wide, so I couldn't really fit it in that corner. So I got a new table now. Gonna be making some more changes, but constantly improving. So hopefully the set will look better and better. If you didn't check out our newest video on the Shure Acon 40s, or Aonic 40s, Aonic 40s, those were some really good ones for sure to go ahead and check out how the new place looks. So yeah. So is Newegg going to be doing more streaming on the YouTube side? Yeah, so basically Newegg has been doing like live streams every day at 5 p.m. for a while now. Now they've mainly been doing it on TikTok, but now they're expanding. So they're going to be, at least for now, trying it on YouTube, trying it on Facebook, trying it on, they're trying to see which kind of which platform is going to be best for growth, and obviously they want to make sales. So when they do these deals, that it's really worth it for them to discount a product that much, and the best way to do that is by being on more platforms. So that's essentially what they're doing. If you want to catch out my next live stream for Newegg, it will be on Tuesday at 5 p.m. PT. So I will be talking about all the big deals they have for the week on that day. So basically it's about a 2-hour session of deals that you can get exclusively for those 2 hours. And then they might come up again, like some of the products do rotate. So Tuesday's product may be on Wednesday, Wednesday's product might be on Thursday, but it's like 20 new products every time, and so you really do get a lot of new products that you can check out. So yeah, that is basically what I'm doing there. Thanks, Ricky. I will be contacting Samsung about that tomorrow. Why would you think this happened? I was thinking about getting the Fold 4. Do you think the screen is strong? I never had any issues with it. I took off my screen protector on the Flip 3 and the Fold 4 and got glass screen protectors from Whitestone Dome Glass. So I got those early on, never had any issues with it. My mom did eventually crack hers on the Fold 3, the screen protector, mind you, not the actual screen, and I replaced it. So yeah, so those are little things, but yeah, those are the kinds of stuff for sure. The Google Pixel 6a's repairability score puts the Pixel 6 and 6a or 6 and 6 Pro to shame. Question to buy the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. I mean, Google's going to learn every time from their products and try to figure out what customers want and what customers don't want. So, it was a new form factor with the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. So yeah, obviously after almost a year's time difference, you expect them to be able to make a product better and easier to not only repair, but to use and to make. So all that stuff should be better every year. What do you think of Facebook jacking up the price on the Quest 2 by $100 for a 2-year-old product? I don't understand it. I really don't. Especially because I feel like everyone else was waiting for a Quest 3 or a Quest 2 or a Quest Pro. Like, I felt everyone was waiting for that. I cannot imagine for that to be able to, I don't get it. I really don't, guys. I don't get why the Quest 2 raised their price. If you haven't heard, basically, if you didn't buy the Quest 2, I think it's happening August or mid-August. Basically, buy it now because it's going to go up $100 and it's going to suck because, yeah, it shouldn't be priced that high for getting the exact same thing that you got before, and it was priced $100 less. At the very least they could have done is up the storage. make 256 400 and make, 512 model for 500. That would have been okay, and that would have been seen as something okay. Like, I get it, but no, same price. No, I don't care what. Would you ever do gaming tech or do a gaming or do any gaming on YouTube? If YouTube was my full-time job, yes. As of right now, I don't make enough money on YouTube to afford my mortgage and everything else that, I need to provide for a family of 4 currently right now and buy electronics. I mean, yes, I do get some stuff sent to me, and by all means, it's great when I do. But I buy a lot more tech than a lot of these other reviewers do out there. Mullet Baby said August 1st is when the Quest changes prices, so it might be, yeah, tonight's the last day. Let's see. Let's see what we have here. YouTube's making it easier for creators to turn longer content into shorts. Yes, they are. Basically, you can zoom in and kind of make it into a short. The difference is that doesn't work typically. Format made for long form is not going to be made for short form. It just, they're two different types of videos. The short form needs to be moving very quickly, usually, or have your attention caught by a lot. Like the Amica video I made for both my channel and Newegg's channel has gotten over almost 2 million views on their YouTube channel because it was something so compelling to see a human have a full conversation with a robot. And people, kept watching, kept sharing. And that was something so compelling that it was like crazy. So yeah, it was something like that is a short, worthy, because even though it's not quick, it's so enticing, like you can't look away. But yeah, just a different kind of style for sure. Let's see what else. Also, how many coworkers do you have started playing 51st Date? I have not told any of my coworkers about 51st Date Questions, actually. 51st Date Questions is an app that I created. It's time for our shameless plug for it. Basically, it is a fun game that you can play, download, and play with your significant other. It is a fun time, and it will tell you if you and the person you are dating are truly compatible, or if you should break up right now. Yes, this will definitely tell you that. Not guaranteed in any state or any country. All right, 51st Date Questions is available to download for Android and iOS in the links in the description. Let's see. Give me an actual reason to upgrade from the Galaxy Watch 4 to the Galaxy Watch 5. You could have a 2 to 3 hour longer battery, 2 to 3 day battery life compared to your 1 day you're currently getting now. That's the best reason to upgrade. That's the best thing I can tell you. YouTube will let creators sell products directly through Shopify partnerships. Is that true or not? Yeah, it is true. So if you basically have a Shopify page and you can sell products, like I sell merchandise from Spring, which used to be called Spring Tea. Basically, so like the shirts that I create that you guys can go ahead and buy, those are from Spring. YouTube recently opened that partnership up, who has Spring already now, to I think it's Spreadshirt and Shopify. So basically, if you have products that you sell on Shopify, you can now link it to YouTube and your products will appear on your store on there. So that is true, yes. What door locks do you like? I have a quick set, regular, and was getting an app-based. I have a Blink camera and a Blink doorbell. I don't think Blink makes a door lock. I could be wrong on that, but I usually like, keeping it in the same ecosystem. But I don't know if Blink makes one. No, Blink just makes a doorbell, but not any kind of door lock, it looks like. So I would have to go with the one that I love their brand. Most people know that, but Eufy smart locks are great, and there's lots of different kinds you can get. So, man, they have some new interesting ones too. Okay, so the one I currently have in my house right now is this one. It's a fingerprint scanner, you have a numpad, and you have a regular key standard as a backup. If you just want like a regular, let's see. So this one is an alternative, a much cheaper alternative actually, without the Wi-Fi, which I don't mind, honestly, not having Wi-Fi. Like, I don't need my lock to connect to Wi-Fi. So this would probably be my go-to one I would recommend. And then there's this one. So this one isn't necessarily, I mean, it is a smart lock. So yeah, so this one would be the starter one, right? So this one can connect to Bluetooth. I think this one's the one I have at my mom's house. You have a key for it. You have a numpad, always, so you can just like have a numpad to create it, and it's $50 off right now. So it'll be much cheaper. It'll be $129. So there's this one for $129. And then there's this one, which isn't too much more right now. So it's 170. So it's 155. And this one has also a fingerprint scanner for you as well. I like the fingerprint scanner because it's literally what now all three of us use in our house to unlock the door. So it's just nice. But yeah, Eufy smart locks, I just love them. Great quality. You don't have to pay a monthly fee or anything like that for any of their products. So that's one of the reasons I really, really do appreciate them. All right. Let's see. Samsung better not come out with these hinge bezels, man. Huge bezels, man. I hope not. Have you seen 13 Lives movie? No, I don't know what that is. Have not seen it. Have you heard of any third-party car starters that would work with Samsung smart keys? No, I've not. I mean, Viper's the number one that comes to mind when I think of third-party remote car starters, but I honestly haven't looked into it that much. But yeah, I've not seen any of them. Eufy is the best security ecosystem, 2K camera and free recording up to 2 gigs that shoots straight down at your packages. Best and the best door locks. Yeah, no, great. I love Eufy. And I'm going to be reviewing some of their new products soon. So, yeah. All right, guys. I think we will call that a show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We went a little more than an hour. But, yeah, always love talking with you guys. Always love just catching up on everything. If you can help me out before you leave, make sure to hit the like, thumbs up button. Make sure to watch our latest videos. YouTube's algorithm is going to be a little hard to get over for me because I took almost 2 months off. So I'm trying to get back into it, but please, every video I watch, even if you're not interested in it, if you're not, if you are, I'd rather you watch it. But if you're not interested in it, watch it, give a like, thumbs up, and let it play all the way through to help my watch time. And it will help me out so much because the algorithm is going to be hard to get over the next month. Thank you guys always so much for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy.